Alex, you made your professional debut over the course of 3 days here against the Joplin Blasters, and it's gone pretty well for you so far. Has it gone even better than you might have expected?
A lot better than I expected. I was not expecting to snag a win or throw back-to-back games, but it's been everything I thought it would be.
What is the craziest thing about making your professional debut? The first time you take the mound and come out and you throw in 2 games back-to-back in a doubleheader, and then again 2 days later.
Didn't think it would happen, that's for sure. But you got to be prepared when you're playing baseball that anytime your number gets called, you've got to be the guy that goes out there and gets it done, no matter what. So I knew that was my job and tried to do the best I could for it.
Right now you're coming out of the bullpen. I know you have some experience as a starter as well back in your college days in Tennessee. What do you prefer, or is it just kind of you adjust based on whatever they need you for?
I like relieving. I like the bulldog mentality that it takes to come out of the bullpen and try and shut everything down and end it where it's at, and that's what I like doing. I like trying to be the fireman.
How good does it feel in a game like this, 16-8 a final score, there's runs being scored left and right, to come on in relief of the starter and shut down the other offense?
Feels good, especially, they started off hot. They had, I think, 4 innings straight of scoring runs, and it's a pitcher's worst nightmare to have to come into a team that hot, but I did what I could and I let them get themselves out and was successful with it.
What's your first impression of professional baseball, and what's something you're trying to take away? There's a lot of veterans on this team. What are you really looking to learn from these guys?
I'm trying to take everything in that they tell me. I've talked to some of the guys trying to get advice on how to attack certain situations. They're telling me, hey, you got the leadoff guy, he doesn't like change-ups, so I'm doing what I can to try and take it all in and listen for the best, because I know I got a lot to work on, and these guys have been there, done that, so I take everything they say. So.
We appreciate the time, Alex. Before we let you go, anybody you want to say hi to back home?
Yes, I want to say hi to my mom and dad back home in Nashville, Tennessee. I want to say hi to my girlfriend, Megan White, out in Toledo going to grad school, and I was also told I got to say low for president.
Dino, a fun one tonight for you guys, ending a little 3-game losing streak. We were talking about this on the way out here. You guys needed that ball game tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a big one. Joplin there at the top of the division right now, so it was huge to kind of get one back on them after they've taken 3 in the last game in the last 2 days. So it was good for team morale to get that win and get it big too.
You've caught every game of this 4-game series so far. They don't have a ton of big bats that you fear is going to take one out of the yard. How do they attack? Is it kind of similar to what Gary Southshore tries to do, base hits and find the gaps?
Yeah, I mean they've done a great job with small ball. They've stolen a few bases. They've bunted over when they had to. They've done well executing. It's the same thing. Our pitchers are just trying to execute their pitches up.
You guys were up 3-0 after the first inning. They came back and were eventually up 5. The crowd was kind of quiet a little bit. You could tell there was something that needed to spark the ballpark a little bit. You were able to pull the team within 1 with a bases clearing double. How did that feel, just to kind of lift the weight off of everybody's shoulders?
It was good to get those runs. I think it was really set the tone by the tone was really set by our veterans. Espinosa, I think, had 4 walks and hit by pitch. 6 plate appearances. He was 1 for 1. TJ Middlestat had 4 walks as well, and Paget had a great night and cleanup tonight. Those guys set the tone, and it was contagious tonight. So it's good to see that, and everyone else kind of capitalized on it.
It's not like you're brand new to professional baseball, but you mentioned some of those veterans, Paget, Espinosa, and those guys. They've been through losing streaks before. How valuable are they in situations like this, where the club was struggling a little bit, not to overreact?
They're huge. It starts in the clubhouse, goes out to the dugout, the early work, the work we get on BP. They set the tone. It's the same mentality, day in, day out, win, lose, draw, rain, whatever. We come in, we get our work done, and they're true professionals. So it's good shoes to follow right there.
You've been on the field quite a bit here the last few days, including the Johnny Bench Clinic, which I'm sure was a little bit of fun for you.
Yeah.
If need be, I'm sure you're ready to go tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, it was great to actually meet Johnny Bench. It's been an idol of mine for a while, and anytime I can get on the field, it's always great.
We appreciate the time. Dino, before we let you go, anybody you need to say hi to?
Yeah, hi, Mom and Dad, and hey, over there. And Carlo Testa for president.